Boy found an old toy box in the attic, but what was inside shocked the whole family. One Sunday, Abigail decided to clean the attic. As she sorted through dusty old items, she found a wooden toy box. It looked worn out and forgotten. Thinking it was just full of old toys, she carried it downstairs to throw it away. The box was heavier than she expected, and as she dragged it, it made a loud scraping sound on the floor. Her son, Ryan, saw her from his window and suddenly ran downstairs. His face was pale, and he looked worried. Abigail was confused. To her, it was just an old toy box, but Ryan seemed scared. She hesitated, but set the box down in the living room. Ryan knelt beside it and started digging through the toys. He ignored the action figures and broken crayons, searching for something else. His hands brushed against the bottom, and he suddenly froze. He had found a hidden compartment inside the box. His heart raced as he opened it, revealing a secret space. Abigail leaned in, sensing something unusual. Before she could see inside, Ryan quickly shut the lid. When Abigail finally saw what was inside, she was completely shocked. Ryan sat frozen, his hands shaking as he stared at the hidden compartment. Abigail felt a wave of unease as she watched him hesitate. Slowly, he lifted the lid again, revealing a small velvet pouch covered in dust. Ryan carefully picked it up, his fingers trembling. As he emptied the pouch into his palm, a collection of gold jewelry, rings, and an old watch spilled out. Abigail gasped. The jewelry looked valuable, but that wasn't what shocked her the most. Beneath the pouch lay a stack of folded papers, yellowed with age. Abigail carefully unfolded them. The first paper was a missing person report, dated over 50 years ago. It had a black and white photo attached, showing a young man in his 20s. Abigail's hands tightened around the paper as she recognized the name. It was her great-uncle, who had disappeared without a trace decades ago. No one in the family ever knew what had happened to him. Her mind raced. Why were his belongings hidden inside a child's toy box? Who had put them there? Ryan dug further into the compartment and pulled out something else, an old key. It was rusty but sturdy, with an unfamiliar engraving on it. Abigail stared at it, feeling a chill run down her spine. Where did this key belong? She turned back to the papers and found a letter, its ink slightly smudged but still readable. As she read through it, her breath caught. It was written by her great-uncle, dated just days before he disappeared. He spoke about being in danger, about knowing a secret that he was afraid to share. He wrote that if something happened to him, his most valuable belongings would be hidden somewhere safe. Abigail and Ryan exchanged a look. Had he hidden these things himself before vanishing? Or had someone else found them and placed them in the toy box? Determined to find answers, Abigail began researching her great-uncle's past. She contacted older relatives and looked into old family records. As she dug deeper, she discovered something shocking. Before his disappearance, her great-uncle had been involved in a legal dispute over property rights. He had claimed that a valuable family estate rightfully belonged to him, but others had challenged it. The key, Abigail realized, might unlock something important. Perhaps a hidden storage space, a forgotten safe, or even a lost piece of family history.